The identification of 666. Then I saw a second beast coming out of the earth. It had 2 horns like a lamb, but it spoke like a dragon. It exercised all the authority of the first beast on its behalf and made the earth and its inhabitants worship the first beast, whose fatal wound had been healed, and it performed great signs, even causing fire to come down from heaven to the earth in full view of all the people. Because of the signs, it was given power to perform on behalf of the first beast. It deceived the inhabitants of the earth. It ordered them to set up an image in honor of the beast, who was wounded by the sword and yet lived. The second beast was given power to give breath to the image of the first beast, so that the people could speak and cause all who refused to worship the image to be killed. It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands or on their foreheads, so that they could not buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of its name. This calls for wisdom, that the person who has insight calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. That number is 666. Revelation 13:11-18, New International Version. Who is the man that the number 666 refers to? In a few moments, I will give you his name. But first, let's go over the evidence in this passage. Notice besides the number of the beast, there are several references to the number 2. That is, the second beast. Now, what number is multiplied by 2 to get 6? That's right, 3. And notice that 666 has the same number 3 times. The second beast also has 2 horns. The key numbers are thus 2, 3, and 6. Notice also the connection between the number and a name. The number is the number of a name. Let's find out what that name is. The first name has 6 letters and it refers to ruling and power. In fact, it means ruler of the world, thus an implicit, if not explicit, challenge to Christ as ruler of the world. I know of only one name that has those characteristics. The second name is almost more important than the first. Remembering the emphasis on the number 2 in the passage, this person is known by his second name as much as the first. The name means sincere or honest, but it is spelled slightly differently. Specifically, a letter is missing, indicating a certain amount of deceit or effort to obscure things. The third name is explained in the Bible. It was the name of one of Jesus' disciples who was a bit of a pessimist and was reluctant to believe Jesus had been resurrected even after the others had seen him. But the real reason he's mentioned is because of the meaning of his name, the twin. Once again, we see the number 2, and once again, we have a 6-letter name. With this information, I can now tell you who the second beast is. He was a man born on the 6th day of the 3rd month of the 63rd year of the last century. Notice all of the 3s and 6s, that is, and that 6 divided by 3 is 2. His first name, meaning ruler of the world, is from Gaelic and is Donald. His second name is from the English word meaning sincere or honest, that is, earnest, which is usually spelled with an A. But this man's name, in order to have only 6 letters, lacks the A, so he is engaging in a bit of concealment or deception. The last name, meaning twin, is Thomas. The prophecy can only refer to one person that I know of, Donald Ernest Thomas. In other words, me. Some of you are going to make phone calls now, but to whom? your pastor, your bishop, the police, your congressman, the president, your church's president, the National Enquirer. How about the Weekly World News? Does that publication even still exist? Do people still find the devil in the burned up charcoal in their barbecue grill? Before you finally decide whom you're going to call, rest assured that I don't believe I am the beast. I don't think too many of the other characteristics of the beast could easily apply to me or to any other person of the present time that someone might identify with the beast, such as any current or former U.S. president or any other political or religious leader, such as the Pope. Many will try to apply Bible prophecies to condemn these people, and they may think they have an airtight case, much as some of you thought I had an airtight case against myself. But before you jump to any conclusions or make any phone calls, read the Bible carefully and look at all of the passages, including cross-references and alternative readings, with an open mind and an open heart. Amen.